I really don't eat it. So
Yeah.
just one day I looked at it and I said to my wife, I'm like, "You dare me to pour this on my head?" And she said, "No." I was like, "Well, I should post on Facebook if I get 10 likes on this, that I'll go do it and do it on Facebook Live, that I'll pour gravy on my head." And I went outside and I did it, and I went outside and I poured gravy on my head.
Right. Let's see. Hold on. YouTube is acting fucky.
Fucky.
All right. Stand by, gravy boy. Stand by, gravy boy. We're about to go live. All right. This show's gonna suck.
Okay.
After a long week cashing, you're just in the mood for crashing. Go get that 2-minute minor for slashing and come on down to the Sin Bin, your number one location for hockey information. With Matt,
I saw a fucking Chinese kid review a toy that looks like a dildo, and he gets $10 million over it.
and Jake.
It's just what you do at your time. Some people do mediocre podcasts, and some people fucking shit on football fields.
So lock your wife in the closet, grab a room temperature beer, put your hand halfway down your boxer briefs, and blast your stereo for the greatest hockey show! This is the Sin Bin! Take it away, Matt.
All right. It is the Sin Bin. You are watching the Sin Bin Hockey Podcast. We are December 12th. Fuck. December 20th, 2019. Dude, I fucking suck at reading calendars. In the US, it's the months first. In Canada, it's the days first. Jesus Christ, this show is gonna suck. If you guys like hockey,
So, wait, you guys
like
do that in Canada too? I know that's a European thing.
the days first. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, like
we do the days first, and in the U.S. we do the months first, and then they're like, "What month is the 14th?" I'm like, "Fuck you! I'm Canadian." Jesus Christ.
Do you get like points taken off if like you write the word like honor in a report and you put like a U in it, an extra U?
I don't know.
Or color?
I don't know. I've never taken English classes in the U.S., but probably. I'm not gonna lie, probably. It's gonna be that type of show, guys. In case you don't know, ever since 6:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm trying to fix OBS. It's been no secret. We're trying to switch over to OBS. It was working fine. I bring Jake on board, and it shits the bed. And it's not Jake's fault. It's the minute I add Skype onto it, everything slows down, and I don't know what the fuck is wrong.
Hey, was our gravy conversation going over the air?
Of course.
Because Joe, I was like, damn, Joe, that's very behind. That's very to the point to what we were just talking about.
All right, let me finish my intro. So this show is for people who like hockey, who like to talk about hockey, who like to talk about gravy and Ben and Jerry's ice cream. But mostly what we do, we take the news in the past week. We go through it news by news, and we talk about it. We give our opinions, and we have a lot of fun. And just a little disclaimer here, there will be some technical issues in this episode. As you see, my whole camera is wonky. Look at this. What is this? What's going on? So just bear with us, guys. It's been that type of day. And otherwise, I think it's going to be a good show, right, Jake?
Are you broadcasting from like a therapist couch? That's what it looks like.
Yes, it's my therapist couch. And the TV isn't working. I want to put the... God damn it! Fucking blackouts! I'm trying to watch a Toronto game. It's blacked out. I put on Pittsburgh. It's blacked out too. Why can't I watch anything?
Damn. You're not. You're
my
really.
bad.
You're really. There's really some stereotypes going on that a Canadian boy can't watch hockey and he's getting all mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On top,
Not breaking any
I was
stereotypes.
pressing the wrong button. I can actually get the game. Anyway, speaking about blackouts, why don't we get into our first news of the day? And that's the Taylor Hall trade, right? As you can see, Jake, he has a New Jersey Devils hat. So this Taylor Hall thing, all of it, it pretty much hits close to home with him. Now,
Yeah.
in case you don't know the details of the trade, I do have it here. Taylor Hall gets traded to the Arizona Coyotes along with Blake Spears in exchange for prospects Nick Merkley, Nate Schnarr, prospect Kevin Ball, a 2020 first-round pick, and a conditional 2021 third-round pick. Now, that 2020 first-round pick, the one of this upcoming year, I mean, that one is top 3 protected. What that means is that if somehow the Arizona Coyotes, they fall off the face of the earth and they end up picking in the top 3, it doesn't go to the Devils. They'll take the one next year. And as for the 2021 pick, the third-round pick, it's conditional because it may become a second-rounder if the Coyotes win a playoff round or if Hall re-signs and elevates to a first. Yeah, it elevates to a first. So I just really wanted to talk about this trade, kind of give my thoughts. Now, I kind of put my opinion out there. I made a video on it. I pretty much said it's a win-win. I mean, Arizona, I feel weird calling them a cup contender, but I kind of guess I have to, just because of where they're sitting in the standings and their position right now in the Pacific Division. That's a good move for them. It's a good rental. I don't think they gave up any A prospects. For me, an A prospects for the Coyotes would have been Barrett Hayton or Soderstrom. I don't think the prospects that they gave are that promising, I would say. They're still good. I would put them as B to B plus prospects. But with that being said, let's throw it over to the Devils man himself. Jake, what did you think of this Taylor Hall trade? Are you happy? Are you not happy? What's going on over there in New Jersey?
All right. I'm happy it's done because we benched him for 2 games. Literally, you figure a quarter of the teams in the NHL were just offering everything. I kept on taking screenshots of everything. The best one I saw, somebody went on to the Jake Elliott Wikipedia page and put down that he was the New Jersey Devils goaltender and was traded for Taylor Hall. So like it was just getting insane. Like for the past month or so,
A distraction.
All these. Oh yeah, it was definitely a distraction. Like you didn't know if this guy was coming or going. You didn't know if he was, if he was gonna be a Devil or not be a Devil. Apparently, there's a lot of mixed feelings going on, saying that the Devils do not even approach him about signing an extension.
Wow.
So I guess they didn't want to, and I kind of like what they got. Like you said, they're B prospects. Though I do really like the big-bodied defenseman Kevin Ball.
Yeah.
If I'm saying his name right, I think.
Yeah, just to cut you off there, I don't think in this day and age in the NHL, you're going to get A prospects out of rentals. I mean, no one in their right mind, they're going to trade for someone who's going to spend less than a season and then potentially sign somewhere else. So, for what the Devils got, I think it was really good. As for the Coyotes, it's, as I said, it's a rental. But, I mean, we're left to see what's going to happen. If they make a long playoff run, even past the first round, I'll say, yeah, it's a good pickup for them. What were you going to say about Ball?
He's like a big-bodied defenseman, like
Big
6'7", like 280. I kind of like that on the line. He looks like he can move pretty well. I know he's probably like a poor man's Zdeno Chara.
Yeah.
He can pass the puck. He's gotten, I look at some of the highlights. He could pass the puck around, and so he could do something with the puck. And
from what I read, because I know nothing of these guys, Ball was the most promising one. From what I read, they said he has the potential to be like a third, maybe fourth. You say poor man's Chara. He's a homeless beggar's Chara, in my opinion. Because I mean, Chara's a Hall of Famer, so it's a little
Yeah.
bit hard comparing someone who's still in the OHL, but I think he's going to be a good player.
I'm just saying that, like, as far as comparison for like an NHL, or like if I was to compare him to anybody, but it's just basically on the size of him in the position he plays.
The size, yeah.
It'll be Zdeno Chara. Like, I don't know much about him.
Yeah.
That's the one thing with hockey, is really hard to know all the prospects. Like, kudos to all you guys out there who are like, who follow the AHL prospects. I wish I had the time, and I wish that it was more like in my face.
Yeah.
But like, you guys very easily could follow your the junior teams and stuff like that and really see it. But like down here in the States, it's not as accessible. Though I do you guys I do try and get what I can, but it's Canada's game for a reason, folks.
I'm watching the Oilers game in the background. They're playing the Penguins. Okay. Did you see their alternate jerseys? The
Oilers?
Yeah, dude. It looks like they're straight out of the First Order in Star Wars. It looks weird, I'm not gonna lie.
Is it the one with the big oil drop?
No. That was a while ago. No, this one is navy blue, almost black, and the logo is kind of reddish orange. It looks weird. Did you see Star Wars? Are you a Star Wars fan?
No, I'm not a Star Wars fan.
Holy shit. Dude.
Did you see it?
I saw it yesterday.
I heard it was bad.
It was horrible. That thing was a piece of shit. I'm not going to spoil it in case people want to watch it, but holy crap. What a disappointment. What a disappointment. That guy, Kylo Nim, whatever his name is.
Kylo Ren?
Yeah. Kylo Ren, sorry. That's Tommy that called him Kylo Nim.
Kylo.
What's that guy's name? Kylo Nim?
It's funny when Star Wars came out with the new one like 4 years ago.
Yeah, The Force Awakens.
Yeah, the one where what's his face dies.
Han Solo.
Yeah, Han Solo dies.
Yeah.
I found out that I did, and I just posted on my Facebook. I said, "Yeah, Han Solo dies," and I had like people unfriending me and telling me what of an asshole I was. Yeah, I you know what? And in hindsight, I should have never done it.
That is a dick move. I would have unfriended you and driven to New Jersey and beat your ass. That is cruel.
Yeah, I should have done that. There's times like I don't think it is, like I think it's gonna be really funny.
Yeah.
And and then people get really mad. Like, I don't get mad about spoilers.
Well, okay, look, this isn't a spoiler, but the girl in the movie, the girl Jedi, Rey, she's way too powerful. She's like healing people with the Force. The stuff she does with the Force in this episode, no one's ever done it. Not Darth Vader, not Luke. It's just because, it's a woman, so we have to make her powerful because feminism, I guess. I wouldn't be surprised if Sportsnet produced it. Seriously. Anyway, in the comments, Joe says, Ball reminds me a bit of Jamie Alexiak more than Chara. William LaCour says he has the same size of Zadorov. Yeah, that's actually the best comparison for me, Zadorov. I don't know if he's as physical, but he replaced...
I kind of, like, when I watched his highlights, I wanted to see him, like, throw his body around, but they weren't.
Yeah, I was going to say he might be a bit less physical than Zadorov, but he can put up more points, in my opinion. He put up some decent numbers. I know he's been in the OHL for a while, but still, as a defenseman, he's put up some decent numbers. Let's see here. Shazam said, what happened to Subban? He's bad. And that's a good point, because we were talking about Subban, because they already traded Hall, and now Simmons and Subban, they've been in conversation. It's like New Jersey wants to get rid of all their black...
You got rid of Hall.
Yeah, in case you guys don't know, we think that Taylor Hall looks like a white black guy. But go ahead. You said that Subban may have been, feuding with Hall, according to the rumors?
That's the rumor. There's nothing behind it, but apparently Hall didn't like how Subban's off the ice antics were. And it's funny, Wayne Simmons actually is asking for an extension.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was the reason he told me off air that they were feuding?
Oh yeah, it was a black on black crime.
No, not that. He said Hall was doing whiteface.
Yeah, Hall is doing whiteface. Oh yeah, he looks like he looks like Hall looks like the fucking from the movie White Chicks with the Wayans brothers. He looks like he's doing that.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Fuck. I wish I had the photos loaded up, but XSplit decided to be XSplit. Did you guys see that photo of Taylor Hall for Arizona? He looks like he's happy but sad at the same time. He looks like this. It's hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing at it. Jake.
What did I say? He has the emotional range of an autistic.
Right.
He's like, he doesn't know how to control his emotions.
It's like he ranges from sad.
He laughs at funerals and doesn't, you know.
His emotions range from sad to very sad. Anyway, so that's my thoughts on the or
I
our.
can imagine if he wins like the MVP of the cup, and he's being handed the trophy, and he just has that fucking puss on his face.
Oh God, vomited in my mouth.
They used to call Toes. They used to call Jonathan Taze. They used to call him Captain Sirius. You know, they should call him Alternate Sirius.
Did you call him Toes? Did I? Is that what you said?
I did. I you know what? I know better, but I just call him Toes because it's fun.
Yeah. All right, Jake.
Yeah, like,
I'm not gonna lie. I need to piss my guts out right now.
Okay. I'm gonna talk more about the Taylor Hall thing.
No, that's why I've been acting awkward. Can you read like the chat or talk about Taylor Hall or whatever? It's gonna not.
So wait. Have you been having to pee for like?
Oh yeah, dude. I've been like shaking around.
6 years.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up. Go speak.
All right, go pee. Now, Hall Space in Arizona is screaming, "I have to play in front of 6 fans. Help me!" Yeah, you know what? That's actually a good point. And though I think now they have 12 fans because now what's it called? You know, Phil Kessel drove up ticket sales. You know, and now you don't can't just park in the front row at a Coyotes game. Nope. Now you probably have to park in the 3rd row. So like, I would love to go to, like, I mean, I know I root for a team that has always been, you know, a butt of jokes as far as not having a huge fan base. They do have a good fan base, loyal. It's just not big, but I would love to go to like in Arizona and go see a game just to see how people like celebrate hockey down there, because I mean, I know you have Austin Matthews and all that came from there, but it's just you know, I just don't know like how that would be, you know, going to a non-productive NHL market like I'd love to go to Nashville too. Nashville would be a fun place to go. Though they don't know anything about hockey, but they just seem like they love the shit out of that team, you know? So it's kind of funny. Hall comes to Arizona, and they're beating 8-5, and their goalie got hurt. Wow. And that's like a fucking roller hockey score. And Hall's facing, yeah.
Okay.
So, it's back. I think he's back.
All right, hold up.
Yeah, so...
Hold up. I'm sitting on my earphones. Jesus.
Yes. Like I was saying, like I'd also like to go check out Carolina.
And yes, in case
Places
you're wondering, I did wash my hands. All right.
No, I don't care. It's not like you're handling food. You're a fucking 1,000 miles away from me.
Yeah. Now, as I'm sitting down here and I have the Oilers game in the background, they're re-showing clips of the Svechnikov move, the lacrosse move. And that was one of the topics we were going to talk about, the lacrosse move. Now, this has been done, count it, twice in NHL history. Only 2 times this has been done. Both times it belongs to Svechnikov. This is pretty incredible. And this past time against Winnipeg, it may be a little bit more impressive than his first time because he's going at a faster speed. The puck was kind of bobbling, but he still managed to put it on his stick. Did you see the goal, Jake? And if so, what did you think about it?
I did not see it, but he did it again this season?
Yeah, it's in the notes.
No, it's not. I didn't see it in the note. Maybe I overlooked it.
Yeah, fuck. Dude,
sorry, you're writing Canadian.
No.
I don't understand.
I forgot it, actually. Oops.
I did not see it. I'm like, I did look through it very thoroughly.
Well,
too.
it doesn't matter. I'll explain it. He's going around the net. He's coming almost, not full speed, but he's moving pretty quickly. And the puck kind of bobbles. He gets it. He puts it up. His stick actually almost hit the goalie in the face. And it sparked a lot of debate. Some people, they're saying they should abolish that move. It's dangerous for the goalies. They're going to get sticks in their face. Dude. It's like people, they need to find a reason to be pissed off nowadays. Like Shea Weber teeing up a slap shot. Is that not dangerous for the goalie? What is it? No, I said it. The only person this is dangerous for, it's Svechnikov. Because, yes, it's an effective move. It's a very effective move. But you can foil the move in one simple way. Deck him. When you see him behind the net, he's putting it on his stick. You have a little window there where you can absolutely deck him.
It's not like this guy's scoring 40 goals off of this move.
Yeah, it's not like the alley-oop in basketball.
Yeah. No, he's not doing anything. He's still, like, he's only done it twice.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, I'm sure almost every single NHL player could do this move.
You know what? I don't think it's as hard as it looks.
No, it's not.
A lot of people, the debate was who has the goal of the year, Svechnikov or Tkachuk, when he put it through his legs with
Tkachuk.
Matthew Tkachuk?
Tkachuk has the goal of the year, hands down.
Yeah. No, Tkachuk way better.
Oh yeah.
That thing was insane. I mean, okay, wait, let's go through it. They're in overtime, or no, right before overtime, was it? He needs a goal, less than a second left, and at high speeds, he puts it through his legs and just tips it. And the fact that at real time, we don't even see what happens. No, for me, that's the goal of the year. Not even close.
That is hands down the goal of the year.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Did you see Ovechkin's goal against New Jersey?
What, tonight? No,
yeah.
Not yet. I've been he
Two
does
goals.
Put up a highlight reel. No, I'm gonna look at. I don't know if it's up yet on YouTube.
No, it wasn't highlight reel. It was just a really nice shot. But anyway, let's see in the chat. Joe says, Jake, would you be interested in you? Did you read this already?
Yeah, I did.
All right.
I didn't say anything about it yet.
You know what? I don't know about Casey DeSmith.
Hold on. I took my.
What's up? You have diarrhea? What's going on?
No. I took my headphone out accidentally.
No, Go ahead.
Casey DeSmith. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I would be open to him.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. You know what?
That'd be a good pickup.
It's not DeSmith, but wow, the Dallas Stars are getting massacred. It's 7-2. Anyway, it's not Casey DeSmith, but ever since Joe brought him up, actually, I did pick up Tristan Jarry in my pool, and he's been nothing but fantastic. Tristan Jarry has been nothing but fantastic. In his last... I want to say in his last 5 games, he had something like 3 shutouts, which is insane. But yeah, no.
Yeah, last week you were saying that. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, no, for sure. And right now it's 1-0 Pittsburgh against Edmonton. Who knows? We might see another shutout by Mr. Jarry. Right now, he stole the job from Matt Murray. So, Joe, if we're talking about trades, for me, I think that Murray, they might be looking for a trade involving him. Because Tristan Jarry's playing out of his mind, and we're all expecting him to hit a wall. We're all expecting him to stop, and it doesn't happen. Anyway, that's just me. I don't know if Matt Murray's...
Goalies get hot. That's all it is.
They get
They
hot.
get hot, and like there's not a lot of consistent goalies.
Yeah.
In the NHL.
Like in Murray's case, he got hot for 2 runs.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Joe said he did hit the first goaltender in the face with the lacrosse goal. I don't know if he can be looked at as goaltender interference or something, but maybe the coach can challenge it. Not sure, though. Speaking, I don't know if that would be goaltender interference because he's hitting him after the puck's in the net. So I don't know what that would be considered. But anyway, I don't see any problem with it specifically. Speaking about coach's challenge, I know I sound like a homer, I guess. I know I say this all the time, but I feel like this year the refs are worse than usual. I mean,
yeah.
Oh my God, are they horrible? You know what happened in the Canadiens game versus Vancouver? So, Lehkonen, he's in front of the net. The Vancouver player pushes him on the goalie. But I guess he touches him a little, but he does a good job of kind of staying out of the way. The goal gets called back. As if that's not worse enough. So, New Jersey, they come into the Montreal zone. All right? They cross the blue line. They're in the zone. The Montreal player slashes the New Jersey guy on the hands. The ref's arm goes up. The New Jersey guy scores a goal. Okay? So, there was a delayed penalty. He scores a goal. Montreal challenges it for offside. They said that before the goal was scored, before the penalty was called, he entered offside. They end up going to the review. They do determine that it was offside. They still call a penalty. You understand?
Yeah.
The penalty happened after the offside, which was ruled off. Why is there still a penalty? It's crazy.
No, dude, that whole game, that was like, it's like you guys really did because there was also a goal that was waved off at the end,
right?
And you could definitely tell PK, kind of pushed the Montreal player.
You're talking about the New Jersey game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a couple weeks ago.
Oh, dude, that fucking... Well, it was called off because Danault, they said he kicked it in.
Yeah, but don't you have to... Speaking of the Devils, they're getting their asses kicked 6-2 right now.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
What happened? It was 3-2 just a few minutes ago.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that game, Jake...
That game was a really weird game. I was like, yeah, there's no way, because I always thought, okay, a kicking motion, it has to be like an actual kicking motion.
Yeah.
He was pushed. And it went off his skate. He wasn't kicking. He was falling.
Yeah. How is that a kick? Know? If anything, it was a hip thrust.
Uh-huh.
Does that mean every time you make love to a woman, you're kicking the woman? No, that's not a kick. It's a hip thrust.
Whatever she's into.
Yeah, whatever she's into. Yeah, but that game, it was frustrating for me.
I know it's a couple weeks ago, but and I'm a diehard, bleed red and green and black or whatever, Devils fan, and and I was even a little bit weirded out about that game, yeah. Though it seemed like that was the last time that the Devils were decent.
Right. Oh, 2-0 Pittsburgh. Blandisi scored on a breakaway. Oh, boy.
Blandisi.
What's going on with Edmonton? They started off hot out the gate. They kind of fell back to earth. There's sort of an oil spill going down there in Edmonton, if I might say so myself.
Yeah. I think our first show of the new year, we should do a mid-season report card for each team.
For sure.
Maybe just so we don't go through all 32 teams.
Right.
Maybe we'll start it by each division, the Atlantic, and then go to
Right. Now William LaCour in the chat, he says, and guys, if you have any questions or anything you want to address, please feel free to write in the chat. We will answer it. William LaCour says, actually, the Michigan move is pretty easy. We were able to do it in Pee Wee. Yeah, it's not that easy. It's not that hard, I would believe. I've never been able to do it, but I suck at hockey. But just physics of it, a puck is flat. That's easy to keep on your stick than if it were a sphere, right? Anyway,
The Earth.
I don't know. I think the Tkachuk goal was way better. Joe says, dude, Pittsburgh have the best goaltenders. Murray, Jari, and DeSmith. You should see DeSmith's number in the AHL. I think he's just as good as Jari, honestly. You should see his stats last season. Yeah, I should. You know what? I don't know much about him. I'll check out his stats. Right now, Jerry's playing out of his mind, though. What is he, a 940 save percentage? He's 10-5 and something. He's playing out of his mind, and
Yeah.
you know what? If he continues like this, he should get Vezina looks, and I'm not even joking. I don't know if he'll be able to keep up the 940 pace. It's kind of an impossible feat to do, but still. What's up?
I mean, there's not a lot of good goalies in the There's not a lot of good goalies in the NHL.
Yeah.
Right now, I'd have to say probably the most consistently decent goalie is Brandon Holtby.
Right. Braden
Can't think of
Holtby.
anyone.
Dude, I completely disagree. I don't like Braden Holtby that much. I mean, I don't like him. He did win a Stanley Cup, and he was an essential part of that Stanley Cup win, so I'll never take that away from him. But when I look at his technique, he's sort of all over the place. If I'm to be frank, I find he's not really in control of his crease. He sort of swims all over the place. And plus, there's that year where Ray Emery beat his ass. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do. R.I.P. Ray Emery.
Oh, my God. And R.I.P. Braden Holtby in that fight. I mean, he just got massacred.
Emery would fight with everybody, though.
Yeah, no, he
I
should
think
have.
it was Steve Shield. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually think he should have gotten suspended for that. I mean, Braden Holtby didn't even have his gloves off.
Yeah. No.
Anyway, speaking about suspensions, though, we have a few suspensions to report. Farabee got suspended 3 games for his hit on Perreault. Again, I used to have visuals, expert shit the bed, but if I were to describe what happened, but you guys can look at it on YouTube very easily. So, Perreault, he's sort of behind the red line, behind the goalie. He makes a pass. There's a good, what would you say, like a good 4 Mississippis that go by. And Farabee, he's a big kid. Yeah. He's a rookie, but he's a big guy. He fought Marcus Foligno a few days ago, actually. He comes and levels him. And what was the most blatant interference call I've ever seen? You could see the ref right off the bat. He lifted his head. What did you think of this? Because you said it was like the NHL Hits, the video game. Like, that's how bad it was.
Oh yeah, that's really what it looked like. This dude didn't even have, like you said, like 4 Mississippis, and he just laid him the fuck out.
Yeah.
There's no way to put it. Do you have to add laid him? You can't just say, oh, laid him out. No, he laid him the fuck out.
Oh, the fuck, yeah.
That's the fuck. You have to put the fuck in there, because that's how hard he hit this dude.
Yeah, I felt bad.
Oh yeah. Like, I felt it. I went, whoa. Like, I actually, like, when I watched it, I actually jumped up in my seat when watching it. Like, whoa. You know?
Do you think 3 games is reasonable, or would you have discerned more?
I think 3 games is reasonable.
3 games, yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
One thing that pisses me off, I said it in my Samuel Girard video that I filmed a few hours ago. One thing that really pisses me off in this league is the fact that how often do you see a player, he gives the tiniest of slashes. That's a penalty. He gives the tiniest of hooks that the player it doesn't affect him. It's a penalty. And then we see plays where the players, they get leveled and nothing happens. Nothing's called. So good on the referees to call a penalty right off, and good on the NHL department for calling a suspension. But for every good move, there's a bad move, because there has been another suspension in the NHL. Sorry, it wasn't a suspension. It was a fine. Samuel Girard, he was fined $2,000, the maximum allowable fine under the CBA, and that was for his hit on Alex DeBrincat. So, again, I used to have visuals. In case you guys don't know what happened, I'll explain it. So, DeBrincat's coming down the right wing. Okay, he's going to shoot on net. One thing in hockey, when the players shoot, it's usually on one foot, or they're usually really off balance at the moment where they're shooting. So it's kind of a danger zone right there. It's a dangerous window. He shoots it. Samuel Girard also, a good 2 or 3 Mississippi goes by, hits him while he's off balance. He goes crashing in the boards. I fucking hated this play. I'm not going to lie. If it were up to me, this is a 5-game suspension. I think it was worse than the Farabee hit, in my opinion.
In my opinion, I don't think it was.
You don't?
I think this was no, because this was just due to the fact of where it was on the ice.
Yeah.
He's coming down quick. Everybody's coming down quick, and he's trying to make a play. You could see for that split second when he still had the puck, he was still making a move on him, and it was just everything was coming down so quick.
Yeah, but
that he actually, when he laid him out, it was mostly the momentum carrying him forward into the boards.
Yeah. You know what? I disagree here because the reason why I think it was that bad a hit is because Girard and DeBrincat have a history. In case I don't know if you knew it, they had a fight a few weeks ago. DeBrincat kind of threw a huge right at Samuel Girard, and I don't know if it was his mouth guard or a piece of his helmet, but something flew off of him. So that was, they have a history. And also, I believe that Samuel Girard knows that DeBrincat is off balance. I think that they're hockey players. They know what's going on. And I believe he's aware of his surroundings and he knows that DeBrincat is near the boards and that when he hits him and when he falls down, he's going to go crashing into the boards. So given that history and given that, and you know what the worst part was, Jake? When Farabee hit Perreault, you could read his lips. He's like, fuck. I don't know if he said fuck because he didn't think it was a penalty, but I think he says fuck because of the outcome. He hurt a guy. He didn't mean to hurt him. I truly think that. Go back and watch the hit. You could see on his face he was disappointed. Girard potentially kills DeBrincat, and he just skates off as if nothing happened. He skates off like a smug son of a bitch, and that turned my stomach. It gave me cramps. Okay. And maybe that may be due to the apricots I eat all the time, but I had cramps when I watched that. What do you think?
I think you're on your period. But no, I didn't notice that after the play.
No, look at it again. He hits him, and he just skates off.
I just think the Farabee hit was a little bit more gruesome and could have been avoided a little bit more.
Maybe. Yeah, they were both bad. I think
they were both pretty bad.
At this point, we're talking about the best of the worst, but still, they were both really bad hits. You tired?
Yeah. I'm good. I'm a hang.
Are you doing anything special this weekend?
Christmas stuff. With the little one.
Well, you said you bought her a nice gift. Disney's Frozen a castle. What was it?
Yeah. The Frozen Castle. It's if you see it in the back, it's kind of covered by a sheet. Things like 5 feet tall.
Yeah.
You had to...
Shit. If you didn't say that was a castle, I could have sworn that's a ghost. You know those old-fashioned ghosts with this sheet over the guy's head.
It does look like a ghost.
Did you ever see those memes? Did you ever see those videos? It's like real ghosts caught on camera, and there's this hidden camera, and you just see a guy running across.
Yeah, I saw one.
Dude, hold on. You guys need to see this. Oh my god. Hold up.
Our mentor himself actually used to hunt ghosts.
That's true. Why don't you explain that while I try to find the video?
Okay, so the channel where me and Matt came from, the Shot from the Point, Tommy C. He lives in Germany, but he used to live in New Jersey, and that's how I know him. I'm one of the people that originally know Tommy outside of the podcasting YouTube community. So Tommy, when he was here, he actually used to He's actually my brother-in-law's friend,
Yeah.
and I didn't know this, and my wife told me this, that he used to go around hunting ghosts,
Yeah.
like go in like cemeteries and go, what's that? Do stupid things like that. And like, if you've ever listened and had a conversation with this guy or listened to any of his shows, you would think that he would be above doing something like this.
Oh
But
yeah.
no, he was serious. His email even has something to do with this.
Ah, dude, I can't fucking find it.
Oh, by the way, my other favorite one's the guy is like, I can't believe that they aired this and showed this. The guy getting hit by a train.
Yeah.
It was literally a guy on the train tracks, and then somebody dressed up as Thomas the Tank Engine.
Did he actually believe in ghosts though?
I think he did. And then like he went out with some of the guys, and he was like, "Yeah, this is dumb."
So did he like not find one, and he stopped believing in ghosts, or what happened?
I don't know. Let me tell you something. Okay?
Let me tell you something. Jesus Christmas.
Yeah, Great Caesar's ghost.
Yeah, I really like Tommy, but he won't fucking talk to me anymore. It hurts my feelings.
He's big time.
Yeah, but sometimes he'll text. Sometimes he'll text me, and he'll just write "ha ha," and I'm like, "What's so funny?" And he'll never answer back. What the fuck is that?
He probably means to, like, I'll text him some things like about like stuff going on around here.
Yeah.
And it'll take him like 10 minutes, like 10 days for him to respond.
Yeah.
Like I'm surprised he just doesn't write things
that's the time difference in
happy
Germany.
You're a fan of the show. Keep reaching for the stars, kid.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I don't remember.
Why did Tommy become Woody from Toy Story all of a sudden? Reach for the stars.
Reach for. There's a snake. Let me tell you something. There's a snake in my boots. Okay, all right.
Would he be a guest on the show, or is it too beneath him?
I don't know. He probably, you know what? He'll be a guest on our show if we start fucking talking shit about him.
Right.
And then he'll come on and go, let me tell you something, okay? There's a snake in my boots. All right, I'm not top toy anymore.
Oh boy. Joe says, fun fact. Pretty sure Jake knows this, but speaking of ghosts and everything, the New Jersey Devils are actually called the Devils because of the myth of the Jersey Devil. Explain this to me, Jake, because I don't know what the hell this is.
Oh, it's funny.
Wait, hold on,
It's
pause.
like
I'm gonna recline my chair. It's not me farting, I promise.
I don't care if it is or isn't. Ooh.
All right, that last one. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so it's funny because the legend actually takes place in South Jersey and the Devils play in North Jersey. There's apparently in the Pine Barrens, there's a creature and they call it the Jersey Devil.
Right.
And it's literally like it looks like a lizard, like with like two legs, but it looks like a dragon kind of.
Wait, is this the Jersey Devil or is this Rosie O'Donnell? I feel like you just described her.
Yeah. yeah. She does. It does stand up, and no, it's if you look up the Jersey Devil,
right,
it does come up, and there's always people saying like that they've seen it. Like the best way to describe it, it looks like a goat with wings and and
right.
Like there's people that say they've seen it, and there's like
Google this thing.
Pictures and yeah.
And what does this lizard devil do? He just sits there and kills people?
He just runs around and and it just people don't know. Like it's a myth. It's definitely a myth.
Oh wait, you mean there's no real lizard dragon creatures out there? Hold on. This is it. Look at this thing. That's horrifying.
Yeah.
It has hockey skates on. Holy Oh boy.
Okay, are you looking at NJ Devil?
No. I'm looking at the actual. Oh shit!
By the way, my daughter,
There's found footage.
yeah, of course. All right, all right, there. You know, you Tommy and the fucking ghost. So, there's a lot of weird shit in New Jersey. There's a whole book called Weird New Jersey that comes out, and like, there's a tree not too far away from me. It's called the Devil's Tree.
Really?
And apparently they did hangings and stuff like back in like this like before the Civil War of like and apparently that this tree can never ever be chopped down because like every attempt that chops down like something happens. And like when it snows, there's no snow around the tree, and it's like hot to the touch.
So it's like a haunted tree.
People, yeah. Like when people like try, like my one friend, he peed on the tree.
Yeah.
And like later on, he actually like got into like a little bit of a car accident. So it's like there's like a bunch. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, there's a bunch of weird shit over here.
So you've seen the tree? Have you seen the tree?
I have seen the tree. I never went off and like
Is it really creepy looking? Like there's bark coming out of it?
Oh, dude, it is creepy looking.
What is it called? Would I be able to find it?
Yeah, the Devil's Tree in New Jersey. Just look up Devil's Tree in Bernards.
All right, hold up.
Bernards.
The Devil's Tree. Fucking XSplit. I turned it off and it's still haunting me. In Bernards?
Bernards, New Jersey, Devil's Tree.
All right, let's see this shit. Welcome to the Sin Bin Devil Talk.
Devil Talk spooky.
Oh my god, that is a creepy tree. I never thought I'd say that, but it is.
Yeah, no, like that's what I'm saying. Like I know it sounds ridiculous.
Oh my god. Holy shit! That is haunted.
Yeah. They say it's like the gate. There's like a gateway to. There's also the gateway to hell. And they say like that tree is a part of it. That's why it's like warm to the touch.
Of course, the
and,
gateway to hell would be in New Jersey, but go ahead.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Dude, there's like I said, there's the spy house where like my ex-girlfriend took a picture of like that she was doing for a project, and when it printed out, you could actually see like a headless person. It was a woman.
Are you fucking serious?
Dude, yeah. I'll find a picture for you, but. Apparently, during the Revolutionary War, they had a bunch of they found a bunch of spies in this house, and they decapitated them.
Yeah, Joe said the truest thing ever. XSplit is the Jersey Devil. I completely agree.
Yeah.
Fuck XSplit.
I think so. Yeah.
They're preventing my dreams from coming true. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
What's the scariest thing to ever have happened to you? Like an experience?
The time I was almost molested.
Wait, are you serious?
Maybe. Like, it could have happened. It's really dumb. Like, if I didn't run quicker, I probably would have gotten abducted at a rest stop when I was like 7.
Oh my god. Are you serious? Wait. Hold on. Start from the top. I need to hear about this. This is the story of how Jake almost got molested.
Okay. Like I said, almost. Like I'm not taking away from anything. If anybody out there was really molested.
Yeah.
I understand.
It's horrible. Yeah.
I had to go pee. and so I kind of ran away from my parents, and I just ran into the bathroom because I really had to pee.
Right.
And then my mom yells into the bathroom, "Jacob!" Right. And then I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Come on." And all of a sudden, this man turned around and goes, "Jacob? Jacob? Jacob?" And then I run away.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah. It's still like I still think about it like every once in a while. I'm like, it took me a little bit. I'm like, holy shit, that dude was gonna diddle me.
Holy fucking shit.
And also, I'm terrified of starving African children.
Really? Is it because you're scared of being one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm scared of being one. No, ever since in 92, we were at war with Somalia.
Yeah.
And they used to show like like all the rebels would take all the food and stuff, and they used to show like all these like kids like fucking thin and fucking starving.
Yeah.
So like I was like freaking out, and I remember I convinced myself like the house I grew up in, it was a ranch, like a one level house,
Right.
but had a really really long hallway, and I convinced myself that Somalians were living in the back hallway and that they were gonna eat me.
I think you have schizophrenia.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's not.
okay.
I was 8. I was 8.
Yeah. You know
So
you know what's the scariest thing to happen to me?
what?
This actually happened recently, actually last summer. I'm in the car with my buddy Andrew, name drop, and I don't know why I said name drop. It's not like he's famous or anything. And
Oh, the
yeah, the Andrew. Um,
oh,
yeah, so we're sitting in the car, and I think we had just arrived to my place, and we're kind of just chilling in the car, chatting, and don't think of any jokes, Jake, because I know how your brain works. So we're in the car, and we're just chilling out, and we hear this music, but it's sort of like the music you would hear on a cell phone, and it's sort of muffled, and it's coming from really far away. So, I check my phone. I'm like, shit, is my phone on? And I look, it's not me. So Andrew says, oh, it's probably coming from my phone. So are you listening?
I am listening.
All right. So he looks at his phone. He's like, oh, it's not my phone either. He says, check on your phone. Maybe the music is coming from you. It's still not on my phone. So he says, oh, I know what's the problem. It's the radio. It's the car radio. The radio isn't on. And then all of a sudden, the music is getting louder and louder and louder. And we realize it's not coming from inside the car. It's coming from outside the car. And someone's getting closer and closer to us. So we both go, fuck! And he just zooms ahead. And we never knew what the fuck that was. Someone had music outside the car. And he was getting close enough that we would hear it. And he was getting closer and closer and closer. And we don't know who it was. Or even if there was anyone. It was just really weird.
Yeah. I like what Joe just said. Wait, schizophrenia is the one where you talk to yourself. I actually had a friend at school. He didn't have any friends, so I would sit next to him because I felt bad. He would talk to himself. Well, at least he had somebody to talk to.
I like how you sat next to him, but he still talked to himself.
Yeah.
So you must be a really shitty friend, Joe.
He like looked at you and go, anyway, like I was saying to me. Let's go over here away from him. He's eavesdropping in our conversation.
Oh boy.
Poor Joe.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Joe.
Nah,
Joe,
and
I'm
he's such a
sorry.
good.
He's a good guy, yeah, I know, but like he's trying to be nice, and the kid with schizophrenia is just kind of like, I don't want to talk to you, I'll talk to myself.
Yeah. Hold on, GB wants to call. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell him
Well,
I'll try to. I'll try, but it might lag, in which case I will hang up on you. Go for it. Boom. All right. I've been trying to instill some type of calling mechanism. So here we go.
Like a telephone?
All right. Incoming
Hello?
call. Hey,
Hello?
JB. Can you hear us?
Hey. Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but Jake's camera... Jake, can you hear us? Ah, fuck. Jake is gone. Hold on, I need to find out how this works. I need to merge the calls.
No, you can add people. Like if you go to like the main call screen, top right, there's like this add people to the call.
All right, hold on. Hang up and I'll add you. How's that?
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
All right. Here we go. This is going to be our test. Our technical run. Let me go back to Jake. Jacob.
Yeah.
I accidentally put you on hold.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm gonna try to add this guy. JB wants to talk, so we're gonna try to add
He's
JB.
he's an Avalanche fan, right?
He's an Avalanche fan. I don't know him. He's a friend of Mark.
Okay.
All right. How do I? No, that's the wrong thing. Hold up. Jake.
Okay. Yeah, I got put back on hold.
From
I hear
someone
him.
who's clueless in Skype, how do you add someone?
I have no clue. There's like if you do it like I guess to the party. Hold up.
It must be written somewhere. Where's the party at? Hold up, guys. I know this must be horrible to listen to, but... Alright, I'll tell him to call back and I'll try to merge calls. How's that?
Sounds good.
Alright, JB. Call back. And I'll take you off of XSplit for just a moment.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Alright, I think it should work now.
I do want to ask him some questions.
I'm on. Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
I hear him.
Did it work?
I hear him.
It
Yeah,
worked.
It worked.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Look at us! We're professionals! We're professionals! Alright,
Professional gamers.
JB,
Yeah.
congratulations. You
We
are
lost-
the first
We lost
caller.
on Taylor Hall.
Yeah, good point. And
But
Jake's,
you could probably get him in a free agency.
yeah.
Don't want him.
So actually, Heather Ambrose, she's saying, are we going to talk about the Taylor Hall? Why don't we talk a little bit about it? Because I feel like you want to talk about Taylor Hall. So why don't we get into it? JB, what's your opinion on Taylor Hall getting traded?
Thank God he didn't come to the Avs. Whole hot damn.
You didn't
There's
want
a-
him?
There's a price for everything,
All right.
but seeing what Arizona paid for him, thank
Right.
God, because we would have to given up like Bowen Byram and a lot of picks.
You think so?
Yeah, I would for sure. They needed a defensive prospect, and they would either take Gerard, McCarr, or Byram. Maybe Connor Timmins, but Connor Timmins is a really solid D. Well, he's gonna come to the NHL in the next couple years, I'm guessing. He already played a couple games for the Avs this year, I think.
Right. You know what? I don't know if Bowen Byram would have been involved. Maybe you're right. But yeah, the Avalanche are really smart because I would not give up Byram for Taylor Hall. I mean, you're giving up all of that for someone who's going to stay maybe a year and then he's not going to sign with you again. You know what I mean?
And the problem is, people a big factor is his age. He's reaching his peak, so maybe he might have a good couple years from now.
Right.
He might still stay consistent, but after that, I think he's going to drop off.
Right. Jake, are you still there? All right.
Yeah, I'm still here. I mean, you had a lot of teams trying to, put a package together for this player, and and I think you would. I agree with a lot of guys in the chat. I think you would have been a great fit for Colorado, but I just, the price may have been too high, like you said. So.
You want me to say something controversial right now?
Yeah.
I'm going to say this. Yes, he won the MVP trophy. I don't think that Taylor Hall is all that in a bag of potato chips. I mean,
I don't think he is either.
If you take away the year where he won the Hart Trophy, and he had one good year in Edmonton, where I think he got 80 points, this guy is a very consistent 20-goal scorer. He's not good in his own end. And what is he right now? He's at 6 goals in 30 games. I don't know if he's the one to put a team over the edge. I think he can help them a lot. I don't think he's the difference between Arizona making the cup or not making the cup. Am I the only one? I'm not. That being said, I'm not necessarily high on Taylor Hall like other people are. I'll admit.
I kind of think the same thing. I don't think that they were gonna have to pay him at least north of $9 million per
Yeah.
year to try and keep him. I don't think he's worth that. I
No.
don't think so. I don't think he's anywhere near worth. The guy. I'm not saying he's a bust. He's a solid NHL player. The guy has a Hart Trophy, and he's quite possibly the greatest offensive player I've ever seen play for the Devils. And that's not saying a lot because the Devils are a team that were built on defense. So,
McKinnon got snubbed out of that MVP too.
Oh.
That was like a really close trade.
You know what though? Hall carried a team. Hall went insane. Like that year, Hall just went he went on like an 18-game point streak. Some games where he's getting like at least 2 or 3 points a game. Like he carried this team, kicking and screaming into the first round.
Yeah. But that's such a funny year because if you look at the nominees, I think it was Hall, McKinnon, and I believe the third one was Kopitar. Hall ended up winning because I think he did have maybe a better year that year, but I think McKinnon is twice, if not 3 times, the player Taylor Hall is.
Oh yeah.
Taylor Hall just had a better year, in my opinion. Again, and it's weird because I have his T-shirt. Like I like him enough. I just don't think he's the type of player who's a make or break player.
Nate McKinnon's way better than Hall.
Nate McKinnon, what do you think as a Colorado fan? What do you think of Nate McKinnon? You must think he's the best player in the league, right?
He's on the level of McDavid. He's catching up with McDavid and Draisaitl in points pretty quick. I think he's like 6 points behind, and like a couple weeks ago he was like 15 points behind.
And you know what's the crazy thing? Like the absolute ridiculous thing is that Landeskog went down with an injury. Rantanen went down in an injury. You would expect his points total to drop a little bit, right? No. It continued. This guy is some type of beast, if I might say so myself. I mean, if there's one jersey I really want to buy, it's the McKinnon jersey. That's just me. And I know you guys might see some weird things on the screen. We're trying to work things out. Fuck.
How do you watch the game since they don't air them?
Well, I live in Kansas, so I use NHL TV.
Okay.
And
okay.
I know a lot of NHL TV, and use VPN to bypass.
Oh, okay. I was curious, if you're from there, so.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to bypass if you know a little bit about computer.
Fuck.
The VPN.
But the only thing, I think the only TV was a TV because it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're in Kansas, so.
Right.
Yeah.
So would you become if Kansas City got a team back? Would you become a fan?
It depends what players they got. If they got
yeah, and it's funny because Kansas City went to Colorado to New Jersey, so just it's funny how it all kind of works out. So,
I mean, any sports Kansas City is a very big sports town. Like any sports team that comes there does well, even in soccer. They have MLS team there, and they do pretty well. So I mean,
they're a loyal fan base. So I'd have to say in another 20 years they'll probably have a team.
Keep talking, guys, because I'm fixing the fucking stream. But keep talking. This is actually good.
It'll more than likely probably be the Devils. But hey, yeah.
They need an AHL team right now. They have the ECHL team. I forgot the name of it.
I know. Because I have a friend who lives over there. And I was talking to them, and I forget what they said, who it was, but yeah. No, they could definitely they were called the Scouts. That's a weird name. Yeah, they were, Joe. They're actually, that's the Devils now, the Scouts, and it's just funny how things come full circle. So So Colorado.
Yeah, no,
Is
look, it's
I don't know what else to say.
it's a good team. Here's a question.
Yeah.
This is kind of a question that's getting tossed around.
right.
Stanley Cup show or no for Colorado?
Oh, fuck. You know what? Being a Canadians fan, I watched the Colorado game that happened a few days or a few weeks ago. The one where Kotkaniemi got killed, basically. And I'm
Yeah.
looking at them and I'm thinking the speed that they have and the size. Because I'm going to sound like a broken record. You cannot win the Stanley Cup if you don't have size. I know it's the style to say, oh, but the speed and the skill, that's great. If you look at the Capitals, if you look at the Blues, if you look at the Kings when they won, they all had size. And when you look at Colorado, yes, they're skilled. Yes, they have speed. But goddamn, do they have size? Like, McKinnon's a big guy. We forget
They
because
call it
he's so flamboyant, but he's a big kid. Landeskog's a
Ran-
monster.
They call Rantanen Big Moose.
Ronten's a moose.
Like he's a giant, and plus we have the Chuskin, which really stepped up his game lately. He
Yeah.
kind of changed his play style from trying to be a skilled player into just being like a grinder, and that's working out pretty well for Nichushkin. And plus we have Zadorov, and we have an Ian Cole on defense, so we have some
Right.
guys spread around everywhere.
I remember when Nichushkin first got drafted by the Stars. I think that Yager was playing with them at the time. Or anyway, Yager said this guy has the skill to be the best player in the league. Talking about Nichushkin. Obviously, that hasn't happened, but that just goes to show you he's a good player, and in the right setting, he can be good. And I think that right now, in whatchamacallit, sorry, in Colorado, he's in a decent setting. Eddie Van Haskell says really bad audio. Yeah, buddy, I'm trying to fix it as I go along. This is kind of a test show, so just bear with us. Yeah, what do you think of that? Do you think they're a cup contender?
I don't know. I can see them going to the conference finals. Like the only other team I'm like really worried about is the Blues,
Right.
because we don't play well against the Blues.
I think they would do decent against the Blues. Obviously, we don't know until it actually happens, but I think as of now they have a better team. Like the Blues, they're built on depth. They have tremendous depth across all four lines, but I don't think there's a player on the Blues that has the skill of either McKinnon, Landeskog, or Rantanen. But that's just me.
Like their best player last year was Ryan O'Reilly, and he was so good he got traded away.
That's right. O'Reilly's pretty sick. Yeah.
I mean, he used to play for us, but I didn't think he was. I thought Duchesne and Landeskog and McKinnon were better than O'Reilly at the time.
Yeah.
O'Reilly's just kind of like a saucy guy. He just passes. He's not too aggressive or anything, you know.
Right. Did I ever tell you this, or did you ever hear the story of O'Reilly who didn't give me a puck at the hockey games? Did you ever hear it, Jake?
No.
So it's a Buffalo. He was back when he was with Buffalo. It's Buffalo versus the Canadians. And before the games, you know how everyone goes to the glass and they're asking for a puck? And it's usually like a cute kid or a girl that gets it, so I'm screwed either way. Anyway, I'm smart. I say, I'm not going to go to the Montreal end. That's where everyone is. I'm going to go to the Buffalo side. I'll take my jersey off. I'll pretend to be a Buffalo fan, and they'll give me a puck. So I'm borderline harassing Ryan O'Reilly. I'm telling him, dude, and I'm complimenting. I said, you have a great two-way play. You play the guitar very nicely. Can I have a puck? And I forget what I was saying, but he's laughing at me. He's very obviously, and he gives up at some point. He's like, okay, what the hell? I'll give him a puck. He goes to flip me the puck. And the thing is, when a professional hockey player goes to give the puck, they have to kind of shoot in a way that it won't massacre you. It has to be the soft lob that falls right in your hand. So he goes, he throws it, it hits the top of the glass, it falls back on the wrong side of the glass. He tries again. Jake and GB, he tried 4 times to give me the puck. He didn't manage to. So finally he gives up and he ends up giving it to this kid. That fucking kid took my puck that a Conn Smythe Trophy winner was about to give me.
Listen here, the best person to receive a puck from is Landeskog.
You did?
Like, No, I didn't. I haven't been to Habs games in years.
Yeah.
I'm planning to go to the outdoor game, but like I hear during pregame he does like these crazy puck flips and catches it with the stick. He would like throw it like 30 feet in the air and catch it with the stick. It's pretty insane.
I believe it. And plus, he's a fucking man rocket. I mean, no homo, Jake, but you ever see Landeskog? Jesus, Murphy.
Yeah, no, he's up there.
He's
It's
up
the
there.
hair.
It's the hair, it's the everything. Speaking about hair, Jake said I look sweaty today. Do you think that's a fact or not?
I don't know. I mean, are you sweaty?
Well, I was a little pissed off because I wasn't having a good day. XSplit was
You
being
know
a
what? You look
bitch.
less-
And I
you
called
look- you
Jake.
actually look-
He doesn't say hello. He doesn't say how are you. He says, wow, you look really sweaty.
That's just the grease coming off of you because you're Arab.
Yeah. But, JB, I do appreciate the call. I think we're going to end it here, but I do appreciate you calling in. I fixed a few technical things, so... yeah. Wait, you used to watch Puck Bag?
Yeah, I used to call in every once in a while on the puck bag. It used to be called the Jack Millet Hockey Show, but
Yeah. How did he
You
do
kinda-
it to get the calls in?
he just accepted them one at a time. He had quite a big following, so there.
Yeah,
would
but
be,
meaning
like-
with which software?
Oh, he would use Skype.
Skype and OBS?
Yeah, except he did it like one-on-one, and he didn't like show like video footage of the other person or anything. So he would just like call her random person you're on. And
Yeah.
They would ask a question or say whatever.
Yeah,
And-
it's easy when you're one person and you just add another person, but since we're three, it fucks up OBS. But either way, I'm going to get it down. I appreciate you calling in, buddy.
Yeah, no problem.
All right,
Peace.
peace.
So this is gonna sound, so Jack Millet is actually Mark.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So this whole time I was saying Mark, you didn't know who the hell I was talking about?
See, I know you said you're doing the show with Jack,
Yeah.
and I was like, but then I saw, oh, it was Mark. I'm like, oh, maybe Jack couldn't make it.
Yeah, no.
And when Jack did it, like he wore the glasses and stuff, and it kind of, so like I'd never put two and two together until right now.
Yeah.
Like I kind of feel like an idiot.
Yeah. Just to run through the news here, Eichel, he's on a 17-game point streak. It ended because he was out with an injury against Toronto. That sucks. Kings place Kovalchuk on unconditional waivers in order to terminate his contract, so we'll see where he's up to next. And the Islanders retire number 91. So there you go. And it's not because of Mr. Tavares. It's because of, what's his name? I wrote it down.
Yeah, I saw that.
Butch Goring.
yeah.
Butch Goring and John Tonelli, number
It'd
27.
be funny. I don't know much about Butch Goring, but like if he was like a guy that was like literally played like a half a season there, that'd
Yeah.
be even hysterical.
And they just
But then
did it to
it just
fuck
be
over
nice.
Tavares.
Yeah, yeah. He was the emergency backup goalie for a game.
Yeah. All
He
right.
had to come in and put on the equipment, and he never played, but.
All right. So I'm tired. I want to go eat apricots. My foot hurts. I need a shower. So I want to thank you guys for coming out here. Ghislain, Eddie, Joe, as per usual, thanks for being here. And just all of the other people who are listening and it's not live right now. Thanks for GB for that wonderful call. Again, guys, if there's technical things, it's not perfect quite yet. It's in development here, so just bear with us. And yeah, again, if you like this type of content, make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to like it because that helps the YouTube algorithm. And as per usual, subscribe. I'll be seeing you Sunday for my Habs podcast, the Habs Nation podcast. We're going to be talking about the Canadians. And if there's nothing else, on behalf of Jake and I, my name is Matt. Keep your stick on the ice.
And a Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho!
Toodle.